Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I thought we would cover bubbles. Bubbles are super fun. They're appearing in more and more coloring books, and there's a lot of different ways you can color them. Some are very complicated and some are super simple. So I'm going to show you one that's pretty simple. I like the look. It's not overly dramatic, but it's also not bland. And you can see I've got a couple right here that are done, and I'm going to show you how to do a few more. So the book that I'm coloring in today is Cozy Nooks. And when I saw this page, I just flipped out over it. I was immediately drawn to it and just had to do a purple whale. No idea why, I don't know, but it just made me think I need to do a purple whale and I want to color it this way. So this is my page that I've been working on. It's not done. As you can see, I've got some bubbles I need to do. I'm thinking I might also add some sparkly, glittery things to it. But at least for the most part, I've got my main colors down and a few shadows and some highlights. So let's work on our bubbles. So the tools that we'll be using today, I've got this Copic Acrylic Snow White acrylic paint pen. If you haven't seen these, they are fantastic, very opaque, allow you to have fantastic control over where your paint goes, and they're just really easy to work with. So we're going to use that to do the edges of our bubbles. And then as far as our colored pencils, because we're going to be using colored pencils, I've got, let's see, 2 Prismacolors, a PC 1026, a PC 1079, and then I'm trying out this Faber-Castell Polychromo pencil, and it is a Crimson 134. If you don't have these colors, that's okay. I picked these just because they go nice with the page. It's not like bubbles have to be only in these colors. So just pick 3 colors that you like and that have maybe colors that would pick up other colors on the page to help make the bubbles feel cohesive. And you'll probably like the end result a lot more than if you just pick 3 random colors. I find 3 works really nice. It just gives it a little bit more depth and dimension, gives it some more interest, and it's really not that hard. So before we get too far along though, let me introduce you to today's coloring buddy. So he is a little ice cream popsicle, and he's from that Adorable Pals collection that I love. They have so many cute little stuffed animals. So he's going to be hanging out with us today and make sure that the coloring pencils do not roll off my desk. So the first thing we want to do is take our Copic Acrylic and shake it up. So this is the kind of acrylic marker that you shake, and then you pump it a couple times, and then you have amazing paint to work with. And then we're going to pump it a couple times just to get the ink, and then we're going to start coloring over these black lines. Okay, and then let's do this one over here. And this one in here. Now you can see the bubbles are a little bit different. So this bubble has no black lines in it, but these 2 do have black lines, and it's up to you if you want to leave that or not. I'm going to paint over it because I feel like it's going to ruin the nice blends that I'm going to put inside this bubble. So I'm just going to paint right over it. It does kind of impact the amount of cool colors we can put in there because now you've got this chunk of white paint. But I still think it's better, in my opinion, than having this big black line inside of the bubble that I'm about to color. Okay, so the first color we're going to use is this PC 1026. It is a grade lavender, and we're just going to color on this inside edge. I'm not pressing really hard, just sort of giving the indication of color. I'm also being careful not to get any color on the paint yet. Sometimes I like to add the color to these areas to sort of soften them and make them blend in with the page a little bit more, but I don't know if I want to do that yet, and I'm just not quite there yet. So maybe when I get to the end of the page and I'm sprucing things up, doing little touches here and there, I might want to do that. So for now, I'm not going to color on the acrylic. I'm just going to leave it as it is, but when I get done this page, I might come back and just soften that with some colored pencil. So next we're going to take this PC 1079 and just come up here and color. And I'm not pressing really hard, I just want to give the indication of color. And then the last one is this Faber-Castell number 134. And then I'm going to come back with this PC 1026, and I'm just going to blend the colors together a little bit more. Just gives it a little bit softer of a bubble look. So whatever colors you've chosen, whatever is your lightest color, that's the one that you would want to use to help blend the other two darker shades, just so that it has a softer, more bubbly feel. Okay, so we're gonna do the same with this one and this one. Now we're gonna come back through and add the edges. So you can see that there's a little bit more definition on this bubble than this bubble, and that's because we added some edges. And that's something you wanna always do last, because if you're blending, it's gonna remove that edge and it's not gonna look so crisp. And we really need that to have the bubble feel a little bit more round and also just look more defined and cooler on the page. So I'm just running a thin line of this color on the inside edge, just to help it pop. Well, I guess we don't want it to pop. We're not popping bubbles. We just want it to stand out a little bit more without popping the bubble. And already you can see it's got some nice definition there that just wasn't there a minute ago. Just gonna do the same thing with the blue. Okay, so there we go. Now we've created some cute little bubbles. They were super simple, super easy. It only needed 4 tools and we were done very quickly. Obviously there's still more bubbles to do on this page, which I'll get to. And I'm probably gonna add maybe some white acrylic dots or twinkle stars or something, just to make these feel a little bit more like they belong. But I'm not sure how I want to do that yet, so I'm not just going to go start adding paint. What I'll first do is probably make a photocopy of this, because I've colored for so long. I don't want this to get ruined because I'm experimenting with paint, because with paint there's not a lot of undo options. So we're going to be extra careful and just make sure that everything we do with our paint, we either have a solid plan that we've practiced or we are going to work on a photocopy. So I'm probably going to work on a photocopy, and then from there we should be good to go to take whatever I like from the photocopy and add it to the original. I hope this video helped you in your coloring journey, a quick and easy way to color bubbles that's not overwhelming or stressful, but you can get a nice cute result at the end of it. If you like my videos, be sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.